I don't know, maybe it's just the latent Pokemon fan in me, but I don't feel like we should be using an axe to hurt these creatures. Yeah, I know you're probably right, Yippee, but would you let me finish? Yes, I know, but it weirds me out a little bit. Yeah. Hi. What are you doing here? Oh, the review! Why didn't you guys tell me you were here? Hey everybody, Rocktimus Prime here, back with another video review. Now, we're going to continue something that I didn't realize was a trend, but is apparently a trend in the Transformers universe. We are going to continue our love of animated toys. Now, I have Bumblebee, and I have Prowl, and now, to join them, as per the title page, I have Voyager class animated Optimus Prime. Can I just say something to Hasbro real quick, not that they're watching, but can we stop with the whole incredibly long names for toys? Because this is Transformers Legacy United Animated Universe Voyager class Optimus Prime. That's 9 words.
Well, what do you want we should do?
Anyways, this is animated Optimus Prime, and I have to say, he is fantastic. Of the figures that I've gotten recently, Gaming Edition Optimus Prime and him and Bumblebee, he's definitely my favorite. He is just so clean and so he just looks like he came alive, like from the animated cells. What would you call that artwork for animated? Coming in here close, you can see some of the details in robot mode, and he looks like he is a bodybuilder. Like his chest and his arms are just bulked up, and it is how he looked in animated, but this is more like Gym Bro Prime, you know what I mean? I like the black for the windows and the yellow headlights. Just all of the detail is very nicely picked out. In the torso, you're missing the detail on his forearms and on his legs, but either you'll have a sticker kit or you can paint them yourselves. And just on the back here, you don't really see too much detail in terms of like kibble or anything. This is pretty much the only kibble you have. I mean, calling that kibble is kind of like starting to pick a fight, like you're looking for kibble.
Oh, sure. Huh?
One thing I did want to point out is these little indentations here. And you can't really tell what they are when they're up like that, but if you flip it around, where'd it go? They are car seats. They're seats for when he's in his truck mode, because those point into the cab, which I thought was a really cool detail.
Kind of an idiot, aren't you?
Inside the chest, there is a steering wheel and like a dashboard inserted. And you can kind of see through the windscreen, which I like, the windows, which is really cool. Now, unlike Gaming Edition Optimus Prime, he doesn't have a Matrix, which is fine. He didn't get the Matrix until season 3, I think. It's been a while since I've watched it. Well, been a while since I've watched season 3 of Transformers Animated. But he does come with his really cool axe. Now, I really dig the way this thing looks. Now, I do already have the Cybertronian version of the actual animated deluxe Optimus Prime, and I have the clear Heroes of Cybertron version. And this axe is just, and this axe just beats them, like all of their axes. Like, I can't even talk about how cool this is.
What are you talking about?
I love the transparent plastic into the middle. So that does mean that this entire head is made out of a clear bluish plastic that they just painted. Yeah, maybe.
Open your freaking ears.
But it's got a nice booster on the back. I do kind of wish this was painted. Maybe like a gray I don't know. It looks weird to me in clear blue, but not really that big of a deal.
Why even bring it up?
Nice gray shaft here. Leave it.
Sure, it's phallic. Why wouldn't it be?
And it even extends. Now, it doesn't necessarily lock in place, but it is frictioned enough that it won't move unless you really push on it. One thing that's kind of a feature is that because of the materials used, you can pry the axe back and spring it forward like Optimus does in the first couple episodes. But I wouldn't do that too much because that might bend the plastic in the axe itself.
Be careful!
Now, just like all of the other animated figures, he doesn't come with a gun. Oh well. He just comes with an axe. It is weird in my brain to have Optimus Prime not have an axe. Like, it's just something that he comes with. He comes with the Matrix, and he comes with his axe, and sometimes he even comes with his gun. That's just what Optimus Prime comes with. He doesn't often come with a trailer, but he usually comes with those things. It's accurate to the show, but it's just weird in my brain that he doesn't come with a gun.
Muzzle your nonsense, imbecile!
Now, just how big is this guy? Well, he's a Voyager, so he's a chunky dude. For some size comparisons, in robot mode, here is Jazz, original Jazz. And he's one of the only animated figures that I can get to right now. Because as you can see, I'm packing. Again. Here is Oil Slick. Here's his little buddy Boobleeb and Prowl. I will not be transforming him, but Prowl. Coming in here close so we can get to the art. I don't think that's in focus. Now, in terms of articulation, he has a wide range. His head is on a ball joint, so it goes all around.
Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance.
I really like the sculpting on this. At first, it looked a little flat, and I'm gonna say that again in my Cybertron Optimus review, but it's grown on me. It's grown on me since then. The arms are interesting because they really only freely go about that far. You can pull them back, but it's very tense. It's very tight in there. So technically they do go all the way around, but it's very, like, that is as high as I really want to take it again, because it's just something inside there is, the tolerances aren't right or something.
I wish I had the slightest idea of what the hell I was doing.
They do go out that far. They don't go all the way up, but they do go out so you can get a nice T-Posimus Prime. He does have a bicep swivel. It's very stiff. Bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow, which is very nice, but it's, again, for transformation, as you can see. No forearm swivel, but there is a wrist joint, so you get some nice wrist action. The waist does very noisily swivel. That's more for the clashing of the tires that I'm trying to do with one hand. He does have a 360-degree rotation for the transformation. The legs go forward about that far. They go back about that far. Due to the molding and such, this is about as far as the Van Damme as he can go. He's not quite as limber as some of them, but it's fine. He does have a thigh swivel, a knee bend, which you get a really nice range of motion out of it, even for just being a one-pin hinge. But it's back far enough that it lends a lot. Hello? But it's back on the leg far enough that it gives a lot of room for a swivel. Now the feet, you do have a side-to-side pivot, but it only goes that way. And you can get his feet to point, but that's more for transformation. And if you really wanted to, you can have him have like a broken foot.
I call it dumb.
For weapon storage, you really have basically the one spot. It'll fit here on his back, and it'll fit on either of these two pegs. You've got one peg up here and one peg down here. So it just depends on where you want the axe to sit. If you want more of the shaft sitting off to the side or not, it's your thing. Although I did notice that sometimes it doesn't stick very well. It has to be at certain angles in order to stay securely. You do have these ports on the side of his arms. You can slide the axe into there. Maybe if you wanted to point this way, you could say it's like a shoulder mounted gun, you know, because this is the barrel of the gun. Maybe. It's your toy. Do what you want.
Is this the human condition of madness, leader? It is.
And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but he does have a peg hole. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it, but he has a peg hole right there on the forearm. So it can fit in there as well. Or, I almost dropped it. Or you can do the normal thing and put it in his hand. And it fits like that, and it does fit extended, obviously. So there you have that. Unlike Warforged Cybertron Prime, you can't really have him hold it as like a great axe. If you just want him just like holding it, staring like that, it's your thing, you can do what you want. You can have him do the lumberjack pose, Lumberjacktimus. That transformation is intuitive, yet tricky.
Right. Understood, Stephen. Understood.
It basically parrots the original guy's transformation, but puts a unique spin on it. That's because the original toy spun. The way that the wheels kind of clamp into the chest to hold everything together takes a second to figure out, and the instructions are rubbish. I just dig this little truck. Like, it's animated Optimus Prime. Like, of course I love it. But just get a load of this vehicle. I like how the front tires are kind of hidden, and then the back ones here are exposed. And the way that the legs split like in half and then bifurcate around the upper legs is just, oh,
Look, it's a Kodiak moment. Put that bear out of here.
There's really no kibble, I mean, aside from the feet, but I can live with it. It's not the most egregious feat on an Optimus Prime that we've seen. And with the way that Derek J. Wyatt drew these guys, there was really no way to get it 100% accurate even back then. They were very close, but still some of them are quite clunky. The feet here have these marks for like a trailer hitch that might be coming, but I don't believe it works with any of the other Optimus Prime trailers that have come out recently. It might work with the Masterpiece one. I don't have my Masterpiece Optimus Prime trailer with me, so I can't test it.
We hope you've enjoyed No Moral Theater, ladies and gentlemen.
The one thing that this mode does suffer from is weapon storage. Now, because it's so clean on the underside, you can't really get anything to stick there. And there's really no locking points for anything to stick in there, even if we wanted to. So you have to take the axe and plug it into the feet. Now, you have options, again. So you can have it pretty much straight across like that, or you can have it more to one side. Then obviously you can do that on the other side. So maybe he's like driving and cutting power lines or something. And you can also put it on the roof on that light again. Or those holes on the side. And here's a little bit better of a view of what I was talking about. Those bumps become seats. And then there's interior on the actual glass itself. Such a really cool detail that I didn't notice until I saw somebody post about it on Facebook. But how does Prime scale in his vehicle mode? Almost said robot mode. Vehicle mode. Here he is with Deluxe Jazz from the original animated line. I do like how they both have the black glass. I think that's just an awesome feature. Here he is with Oil Slick. So you are still getting your Bike Former comparison, though he is very much out of scale at this point. And Boom Bleeb, who is so cute, he can even sit on Prime's back. Sit on Prime's back. So there you have that. Check it out! I just noticed he has windshield wipers. Do I recommend Transformers Legacy United Animated Universe Voyager class Optimus Prime? Yes, of course I do. It is a fantastic toy and well worth your money. It seems, whatever this design team is doing nowadays, it seems like they've gotten the plastic down, so it's a really nice quality plastic. It's very dense, and it really feels like you're getting quality toy for your money, because after Combiner Wars and after the Power Core Combiners, some of the more flimsy stuff that we'd gotten in the past, I was kind of worried about the future of Transformers, but this design team has blown my socks off, and I love it. Anyway, this has been Rocktimus Prime with Transformers Legacy United Animated Universe Optimus Prime, signing off saying hope you guys have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. Take care, everyone. I'm gonna go play more Pal World.